All right, guys, Brandon here with On Demand Wellness, and I'm really excited to introduce you to Deana. She is out of Christiansburg, Virginia, and she is the owner of Cardinal Hydration and launched how long ago, Deana?
Technically, this was my first week fully open to the public. I did a soft launch 2 weeks ahead of that.
Okay, awesome. So here's what we're going to do. I'm really excited because we're going to let uh, Deana have the mic and really just talk about why she got started. And we're going to kind of bring that into how she actually got started, what she's doing to promote herself, and then just some advice that she has for anybody in this position. So let's just start with the why. What made you get to the point of saying, this is what I'm going to do? I'm ready to start this.
Yeah, so I have been a nurse for 13 and a half years now. My background is ER and then pre-op and PACU, along with the last 8 years have been in home health. So that truly, I always said ER was my passion. But being in home health, I really do love it. And I felt like this was something that I could take and give it my own spin and still have that home health feel because I am doing mobile along with in office. So it was my own spin-off, I feel like, of home health in my own business.
Okay. And then, so 13 years, that's a long time.
I
In
know.
ER, especially because that's adrenaline. Like, I know a
Yeah.
lot of nurses and y'all are just in everything. But so tell me, so I'm sure, how long did you think about this before you actually moved on it?
So somebody else was asking me that, and I feel like maybe about a year ago is when it came into my mind.
Yep.
And this last year has kind of just been challenging with me and the whole burnout of being a nurse. So I would say the last 6 months to a year is when I really was like, I have got to find something to make me enjoy what I love again.
Yep. And I think that key word there, burnout. A lot of
Yes.
nurses feel that. I mean, nursing is such a big field, but
Yeah,
in
there's so many
general,
opportunities. Yeah.
yes, but in general, like and this is can be in any industry, but it doesn't take a lot to really burn you out. Um,
Mhm.
some of the stressful situations you have to go through, or maybe it's the people piece of it. I mean, because you're not always seeing people at their best, but they need you. And so when you started really feeling that burnout, um, was this already something you were thinking about, or was it? I'm thinking about this, the burnout really hit and that pushed you forward. Like what really pushed you forward?
I would say the because I truly love infusions. Like those are one of my favorite patients that I see in home health. And I guess the burnout just became so real. I just started reaching for other ideas, and I was even looking at doing other companies. I tried changing my schedule up just to see if I could figure something else out. And the, I guess just having my own aspect on it
Yep.
is what drove me to do it.
Okay. Now I want you to think back to we've gone through the burnout, you're feeling it, you started researching the wellness, IV therapy, wanting to get into this field. What was it? Was there a moment that you can remember, or what was it was finally like, I'm going for this. Like I'm gonna do what I gotta do to figure this out and start. So talk through that a little bit.
Yeah, so I have been on my own wellness journey for the last, well, I feel like forever, but the last 3 years has really been, I've been focused on wellness myself. And I guess just me wanting to help others in
Mhm.
that aspect. This was the opportunity I feel like that really drove me. And like I said, in the last year, I don't know. It was just, I knew I needed a change and I was trying so many different routes, but I think this is what I needed just to have that own, that my own thing.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
So when you made that decision, um, what were some of the hurdles or roadblocks that you ran into? I see the
So
eyebrow.
my biggest hurdle was finding a medical director. That
Okay.
was my biggest one. I went through several different routes trying to find a medical director. I really thought I had everything in a line. I had a nurse practitioner, and it just, she's wonderful. She's still an amazing person, but it just didn't work out.
Yep.
And um, that's when I found on demand. So
Okay. So shameless
that
plug,
was,
obviously. Yeah. On demand there. So I remember we met through a
mhm.
Facebook group.
Yes.
And then we chatted through Messenger, and then we got on the phone, um, answered a lot of questions. So I guess my question is, number one, what made you feel confident to move forward with us? And
Hmm.
then just talk a little bit about how the process has been with you launching.
Yeah. So I actually did like an IV hydration course. That was probably back in September. Um, and my goal was not to go through any type of, I wanted a medical director that was kind of right here with me, in office kind of thing, in state. But when I found my nurse practitioner that I thought I was going to have, and that didn't work out, I went through a ton of other resources. I posted a job link on Indeed. I reached out to several physicians that I knew, and it just wasn't working out. Um, and honestly, I have said this so many times, I feel like it is a godsend because I would not have had, like, I am realizing I would not have had everything in line at all for my business. Um, and I told myself I did not want anything other than having someone specifically right here with me.
Yep.
But it has been amazing, amazing. Um, yeah, it's been amazing.
Well, no, so it was great. So this is like one of the funnest parts of what we do is just we speak with so many nurses. Y'all are researchers, right? Y'all go and
Yes,
research, and y'all are
yes,
constantly figuring things out. And I will say that sometimes that puts you in like decision paralysis, where it's like, oh my
yes.
gosh, I'm going through so many avenues. I'm checking Google, I'm watching YouTube videos, I'm getting this education over here. But the hardest thing is taking that first step to actually get
Hmm.
something started with action so that you can take all the stuff you've been getting and actually put some of it into play. But then the problem is like, well, I don't know which part of it because they're saying this, but then they're saying this, and this
Yes,
is charging this. So I- one of our big goals is to make that process easier,
yes. And
like
I will
make it more of
say,
a step-by-step, easier process.
I mean, after I talked to you, after I sent you that Facebook message, and you'll remember I even asked, I was like, Brandon, are you sure this is real? Like,
Yeah.
because, but talking to you, it just seemed so right. And like everything was in place. And yeah, but I went through that course and it was like, you need to do this and you need to do that. And it just wasn't the right, I don't know.
Yep.
This has been great.
Awesome. Okay. So now we're going to fast forward a little bit. So kind of a recap. The burnout happened. Uh, you've been on your own wellness journey, right? Figuring some
Hmm.
things out for yourself, which has also led you. I mean, you're in the nursing industry anyway, so you always want to help people,
Yes.
but this has led you to want to help people more on a personal level, more on the way that you want to help them. And so you've pushed yourself forward. You were doing the research. You found us. It was a good fit. You moved forward on demand wellness. And you just said you got through your soft launch.
Yes.
Yep. And now you got your big launch. So, what I want you to talk about now, just talk about a little bit about what you are doing to promote yourself, to get yourself out there, um, whether it's personal, through connections or relationships. Just kind of give me a little bit of rundown of what you're doing. And save for the very end, which the big leap of faith you just took that we recently talked about.
Yes. So marketing, that is, I feel like social media is the best way to go about it and word of mouth. So my soft launch was just kind of like family, friends, and then I even posted that I was going to do a soft launch if anybody, I had a limited number of spots. And it was a lady that reached out to me. She does a lot of posting herself and she wanted to collaborate, which was amazing because she was my first client, her and her husband. And it was just like going through the motions and figuring out um, the rhythm of my day and how I would do things. But
Here, I'm going to pause you. Tell me how important that is. How important was that for you to go through that? We'll call it a practice run.
yes, very important because I am a home health nurse. I've been in home health for 8 years, and I kind of felt very slow in her visit. And I was like, I am sorry, but I'm just trying to make sure that I've got everything right and in motion, looking at the protocols, all the things.
Okay.
So very, very important to do that. So, um,
Okay.
my little one just walked in.
You're okay. You're all good. We all got little ones or big ones.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we got the soft launch going. You kind of got your rhythm down, right? Okay, how I'm going
Yes,
to greet
yes,
my client to how I'm going to do my EMR of my charting, which we provide. How you're going to position your supplies. That's really important, right? To make sure you have
yes,
everything, your checklist, all that. So, social media. Give me just a quick rundown on two things. Social media, what just some things you're doing there to promote yourself, but then also just kind of like you talked about, you kind of form this partnership with this social media person. What other things have you done like that that you're
yeah.
continuing to work on?
So social media is been my that was my number one thing that I knew that I wanted to put my time and effort into to get my name out there. I did do a photo shoot to help kind of get myself out there and have the supplies I get or have the tools, I guess,
Yep.
to make marketing um successful. Though I feel like a lot of things now, like it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm realizing that it
I
doesn't
love
have
you
to be
said,
perfect.
I
Yes.
love you said that.
Yeah. So even though I did
Tell
do
me
the
if,
whole photo shoot marketing brand, that's great. And I've got to tell myself that it's okay. Like just put my original self out there kind of
yeah.
thing. And then I have partnered with a salon. They actually, all these people reached out to me. Like just me posting on Facebook and Instagram that this was coming about. I've had so many people reach out to me. I had a pop up this week at a hair salon. I have a pop up at a gym in January, and they all reached out to me. And then I have a chiropractor, my chiropractor. My office is actually next door to him. He is very helpful and just wanting to promote myself to his patients. So,
So, number one, I'm so proud of you because I know we talked about a lot of this stuff and
mhm.
people actually do it. And now to see the success, if you wouldn't have done all the posting and done social media, you maybe you'd had the chiropractor you're next door to him. But some of
Yeah,
these other things, like the connections would never been made. So
yeah,
anybody watching this, and I don't care what industry you're in, it is so necessary to post. I'm to be real and raw with you. Like me and Deanna, before we get on here, that was one of the things I told her. Like, hey, I'm working on posting more and getting more on social
yes.
because I want to help more nurses and people that want to get into wellness. And that's how we do it, right? I got to get this out there. I got to show them that it's possible, no matter what you do, in this industry, it's possible if you want to do this. And you're like a testament of that. You just barely launched. You're already having these pop-ups, and these are so important because when you go to launch a business, nobody knows about you. And you've
hmm
been promoting. So you launched 5, 6 weeks ago. How long have you been actually promoting? When did you start?
About 5, 6 weeks. Yes.
Exactly.
I would
So
say at
you
the very
started.
beginning, it was probably been about 5, 6 weeks. Yeah. The
Yeah,
beginning
so
of
I remember us having
November.
those conversations.
hmm
Yes. And so you started promoting. Here it is. You have your soft launch. You already have pop-ups scheduled, which is huge.
Mhm.
You've already gotten some clients in the door. So you're forming relationships, you're meeting more people, which that's what business is networking. You're
I
already
mean,
doing
I
it.
was telling my husband today, I was like, because I have a business phone. I do have a business cell phone, and my cell phone is constantly going off already. I
Yeah,
mean, I live in a somewhat rural area, so I think that is to my advantage because I don't have a lot of competition
right.
where I'm at. So that's amazing. But yes, I mean, just me posting and then in those groups on Facebook, like we have them, everything Christiansburg
Yep.
of the town is a great thing to post on.
So I want everybody to listen to that, what she just said. Whatever city you're in, go on
Mhm.
Facebook, search groups, and put in your city and just find mom groups, find local groups that are just for the places that you want to serve. And that's where you want to get in there and be involved and meet people. I guarantee that if you're not already, pretty soon you're going to be the person that everybody goes to for IV therapy,
Yeah.
injection for your area because you're going to be known as the expert for your area. And so that is so awesome. So give
I did
us,
an infusion this morning, and it was through the gym. I don't, is Burn Boot Camp. Have you heard of that gym? I don't know if it's,
yeah,
yes. So, our burn here, her coach recommended
yeah.
me. So I went and seen her this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, so you've been promoting yourself, and then was it a week ago or two weeks ago you gave me the big news?
It was, yeah, the week before, yeah, the
Okay,
week
what was the big
before,
news? Let's
last
get that
week.
cat out of the bag.
So I have been with my current job for the last 8 years. And that was my goal to kind of just hopefully this would be my full-time job. And as of this week, it is now my full-time job. So yeah, I dropped
That is
dropped that
so,
now.
yes, that is so awesome. And
And it was such a relief to
yeah,
me. I mean, I didn't know that it would feel as good as it did because I honestly thought I would retire from that job because I
right.
do love my job, but I am so excited for this opportunity.
Yes. And we're really proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
okay, so we've talked about your journey. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to talk to Deana before she started. Anybody that's out there that's a Deana before they started and they're thinking about this or they're in that burnout phase right now, they're in the research phase and they're constantly looking, trying to figure out where do I go? Who do I talk to? Like, what advice would you give them? Like, if you were talking to you right now?
Yeah, and I'm still working on myself. I'm still working on that new Dina, but I do feel more confident. And I was telling another nurse that because I had recommended you guys to somebody on a Facebook page and they reached out to me. It's just go for what you want. Do it. That whole just pushing it off. And it's like, well, maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better. So if it's something you're wanting to do, go for it.
I love that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so true in so many aspects of our life. I think most people don't realize that they hold themselves back from things that they want to accomplish. Typically, it's not
Yes.
somebody else, even a situation. With the power of the internet, we all hear that, right? And education now being out there so easy to get a hold of. Going for what you want has never been easier. The
Hmm.
hard part is the confidence and courage to step out of your comfort zone. And
And
then,
that's me.
yeah,
I mean,
we've all been there.
yeah,
Yeah. And so,
I
but
just,
just like you said earlier, when you finally left for good and you're like the weight was lifted, you
hmm
made the right decision. And but the other big part of that is you're continuing to put the work in to make this successful. That's the other thing. I know that you tell yourself that this is going to work, this is going to be successful. So then your actions are following that to make sure it's successful.
yes, you do have to put that work in, but the support has been amazing and very, very, very helpful.
Awesome. Well, okay, last word. Anybody else that's watching this that they've been thinking about it, give me something else to give them a little bit of push. help them move that direction?
I would say go with your gut and do what you want to do. Um, we only live once, so if it's what you're wanting to do, go for it.
Awesome. If you're ever, anybody that's watching this, if you're ever in Christiansburg, Virginia, make sure you look up Dina. She is at Cardinal Hydration. If you have questions about us, go DM her because she's going to tell you the real raw, how we work. Um,
Yeah,
I'm Brandon with On Demand Wellness. We help RN nurses, nurse practitioners, even some doctors, anybody that wants to get in the wellness scene. We work with non-medical owners as well. We help you with everything from your medical director to your protocols, your pharmacy, your contracts, even on the business side with our business group. We have so many things that we can help you launch with compliance. Just reach out, Brandon at premieriv.com. You can look us up on Facebook. But Dina, it's so awesome getting to hear your story and talk to you. I just can't
thank
wait to see
you.
how you're going to continue to flourish into the new year.
Yeah, I'm already like, do I need somebody to help me in this, like to do my books and everything? So, because it's just me right now. And
Right.
yeah, so it's
This is awesome.
amazing. Yeah.
Yes. Well, keep it up, girl. We will do probably 6 months. We're going to do an update for everybody on you.
Okay, sounds good. Can't wait.
Thanks, girl.
Thank you.